Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another walk and talk video. We're gonna pan up and get the view here. Check that out. All right, can you guess where we are? Starting off our walk today here in the Kyu Shiba Rikyu Garden. Kyu means old, so this is the old Shiba Rikyu Garden. I believe there is a new one. Another little bit of a walk from here further to the north. But this is where I'm going to start my walk. The old Shiba Rikyu Garden. Hamamatsuchō. We are in Hamamatsuchō area of Tokyo, Japan. Pretty cool. Could spend the whole day here. We could walk around the park, but I have decided to take this walk from here to the iconic and famous Tokyo Tower. And while we do that, we can learn a little bit about the area. So let's get started here. Let's get a walking. I've actually been to Hamamatsuchō, I don't know, a couple hundred times. It's a pretty common spot for the traveler or commuter who comes to Tokyo. The Hamamatsuchō Station is a stopping off point for the Yamanote line, which is pretty common to take here in Tokyo. You also have the Keihin Tohoku line and the Tokyo monorail. The monorail is a nice way to get to the Haneda airport. Ooh, we got a nice, fairly recently constructed wooden bridge here. Kind of cool to contrast the Japanese garden with the modern cityscape. Some cool architecture to observe here in Hamamatsuchō. So Hamamatsuchō is definitely a vital link between Tokyo and the Haneda airport. Some place you're going to pass through. Of course, it depends where you're going from the airport, but this is a pretty common station to pass through. So you might have the chance to take a walk. This garden right here is literally a 1-minute walk from the Hamamatsuchō monorail station. Well worth it. It was 150 yen to get in. It's very cheap. I'm not going to spend that much time here because I want to get walking and see if we can get to the Tokyo Tower. There we can get a glimpse of the monorail as it comes in to the final stop. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Great place to come and take some photos. It's a mix of nature and, or at least well-crafted nature. And of course, all this modern architecture. There's a lot of new construction going on. I have not been to the Hamamatsuchō train station in a while. So I was surprised to see that building with the cranes up ahead there. That is all new construction since the last time I've been here. So the train station was a little difficult to get around. There's a lot of scaffolding and walkways, and it was hard to find my way out, but that's all part of the Saikaihatsu. Saikaihatsu means reconstruction. A lot of Saikaihatsu going on in Tokyo right now, I'll tell you that. Pretty much everywhere seems to be cranes and concrete and steel. A lot of old buildings are being torn down and new stuff is being put up. All right, so that's a look at the Kyu Shiba Rikyu Garden. Oh, I think we can go out this way. Here's the exit. All right, so we're gonna walk underneath the train tracks, and we're gonna head straight up the road towards Tokyo Tower. Probably going to get noisy here for a few minutes as we go underneath the train tracks, and then we pass by this construction. It is just about to turn noon, so the construction work may take a break for an hour as everybody takes lunch. I see a big concrete mixer truck arriving. Man, can you imagine the logistics? Being the one who directs all this construction in a city with, what is it, 20 million people? Just getting a truck into a construction site through a busy crossing like this is not an easy feat. They've got some nice photos on the wall here showing Hamamatsuchō in the 1970s. (2021), 2023, 2024, but they kind of jumped in time there in the 70s. Okay. So up ahead in the distance there, we can already see the Tokyo Tower. Red and white, towering above the skyline. That's our goal. That's where we're going to try to get to. It's going to be a pretty brisk walk today. If I take too much time, I might run out of battery. So we'll see if we can keep it fairly brisk here today. It's kind of nice to see people in traditional kimono and yukata. A lot of high rises. This, I believe, is a convention center of some kind. But right down here in front of it, we got a nice little flower shop. The Hibiya Kadan style. Nice contrast between that and the towering skyscraper. I see we also have the Toei subway line here. Delivery company on his little scooter. across the street here. This is the Daimon Crossing, according to the road signs. The Daiichi Keihin Avenue, Route 15. This is also quite a business center for Hamamatsuchō. A lot of corporations, a lot of big companies have their offices here. So as you can see, a lot of people walking around in their suits. As I said, it's just about lunchtime. Pretty cool view. A lot of restaurants. Not really a big nightlife scene here in Hamamatsuchō. There might be some places open late, but this is generally a lunchtime or daytime kind of area. People who are working need lunch, tourists coming from the station, heading like I am to the Tokyo Tower. And other spots in the area. We're coming up to the Shiba Daimon, the Mon, or gate. So up ahead here, we're going to be able to visit and see the Zojoji Temple. Zojoji Temple. The Zojoji Temple is definitely worth a visit. I believe it is the oldest wooden structure in all of Tokyo. Say that again. The oldest wooden structure in all of Tokyo. Some kind of cool artwork here. Little view of what Tokyo and Hamamatsuchō might have looked like back in the day. A little more modern now with convenience stores. Okay, let's go through the gate. I just got to look ahead down the road and I see the main entrance to the Zojoji Temple. Looks like it's under construction. Kind of blocked off. See if we'll be able to get in, have a look, or if it's all closed off for some kind of reconstruction. The bar is kind of rocking over there. says Bar de España, like a Spanish bar. Maybe they got some tapas. People are having a couple drinks here, enjoying life. Sounds good. So let me tell you about this Zojoji Temple. I don't know if we're going to get a good look at it or not. It's a Buddhist temple. It was established in 1393. It served as the family temple for the Tokugawa shogunate during the Edo period. And the temple's main gate, Sangedatsu-mon, was built in 1622. And it is the oldest wooden building in Tokyo. So you can kind of juxtapose that with all the modern day architecture. Pretty cool contrast. Yeah, looks like we're not going to get a good view of it. That's unfortunate. But I guess the oldest wooden structure in Tokyo does need to be repaired every now and then, huh? Just before we get to the Zojoji Temple and the gate there is this nice kind of park section. Some beautiful old growth trees. Really nice, some public artwork, benches. As you can see, people are sitting down, relaxing. More over here on this side as well. The formation of the park system in Japan. A park established with an order by the Great Council of State. The Shiba Park is one of the oldest parks in Japan. Well, how do you like that? During the Edo period, when there were not yet any public parks, the urban area of Edo had so many gardens that it was called the Garden City. Nearly all of these, however, were on estates owned by feudal lords and their retainers. Recreational spots full of greenery that the common people of Edo could enjoy were limited to the grounds of temples, shrines, and a few flowering viewing spots established by the shogun Yoshimune Tokugawa. Wow, so during the Meiji period, which followed the Edo period, the new government established Japan's first park system with the 1873 Order Number 16 of the Great Council of State, which marked the birth of parks in Japan. By 1887, a total of 81 locations, many of which had been flower viewing spots and temple or shrine grounds, had been designated as public parks. How do you like that? So this is the beginning of the public park system in Japan. One of the very first public parks. All right, learn something every day. Well, there it is, folks. Unfortunately, under scaffolding, and we're not really getting much of a view. But that is Tokyo's oldest wooden structure. It is very impressive. I've been through it many times, and yeah, it's something to look at. Definitely worth a visit. We're only about 15 minutes into our walk, and we did a loop within that first garden area, so very easy to get to from the Hamamatsu Station. Well worth coming up here. Hopefully, when you do come in to visit, the scaffolding will be down, and you can see the gate in all its glory. Again, built in 1622, the oldest wooden building in Tokyo. All right, the Tokyo Tower is kind of just diagonally behind it. And I think we're going to go to the right. And then we'll loop around and get to the Tokyo Tower. see where we are here. So there looks like we normally would be able to walk through the gate, go next to the Zojoji Temple, and head up to the Tokyo Tower. Okay. And there it is. So the gate is the oldest wooden structure in Tokyo. The actual main temple here itself obviously was rebuilt sometime later than that. So the gate is actually predating the main temple. Looks like we got something going on here today. Some kind of a controlled fire here. This is interesting. They're actually like burning some kind of furniture. So I don't know if this is a ceremonial burn or if they're just burning it because it's garbage. Wow. Kind of a cool backdrop though. Get a photo of that. Nice.
Iya, kata Mas bagus banget foto sama di belakang.
Pretty cool. Should we go poke our head in for a minute? Take a quick look. I see a door open. All right, that was pretty spectacular. I wish I could share the beautiful smell of the incense that you get when you go in there, but you'll have to come and experience that one yourself. Not quite sure exactly where I'm walking here. We're just sort of playing it by ear. Part of the adventure, part of the fun. Just see if we can find a nice, smooth path through the temple and get up to the Tokyo Tower. We're getting close though. It is a bit of an incline. The Tokyo Tower does sit on a bit of a hill. So when we hit the temple here and now we start to make our way up, we're going to be kind of walking uphill. Let's see here. Which way should we go? Hard to make the call. All right, looks like we're going to have to go down and then head back up. How's that sound? Huh. I've been enjoying my time here in Tokyo. It's been a 4-day trip. Got to see a lot of different areas. The weather has been great. If you can come in April, highly recommended. Not hot. Today's a little bit warm. It's a tiny bit of humidity, but nothing compared to what it gets to be in the summer months. Once we hit the month of May, it does start to get a lot warmer here. The humidity goes up and there's a bit of a rainy season. So April is an absolutely fantastic time to visit the Tokyo area. Okay, we're definitely getting close. I start to see people, everyone's stopping to take pictures. There are so many vantage points where you can stop and get a photo of the Tokyo Tower. Why don't we get a little look at this amazing, what is this, a Ferrari? Ooh, no, it's a Lamborghini. Someone has parked their red Lamborghini right here near the Tokyo Tower. Maybe they're doing a little tourism as well. That's pretty cool. Red Lamborghini, red and white Tokyo Tower. They're probably looking down on it from up there right now. Okay, let's go to the base. Tokyo Tower Shita, or Tokyo Tower Base, is the name of this stoplight. So here we got some distances. We have walked 1,080 meters from the Hamamatsuchō Station. The Daimon subway station is 980. Oinarimon station 630. And the Akabanebashi station is 270. So if you want the closest access, I guess the Akabanebashi station is going to be the quickest to get here. All right, here we go. The final approach to the famous Tokyo Tower. I got a little info on the Tokyo Tower. Let's see what I got here. The Tokyo Tower is 330 meters in height. Everybody's getting the shot here. It's definitely one of the more picturesque photo spots. The tower was completed in 1958, and it was inspired by the famous Eiffel Tower in Paris. So that's where they got the base for the shape, I guess. It's got two observation decks, one at 150 meters and one at 250 meters, providing some very nice panoramic views of the Tokyo skyline. You can see Mount Fuji on a clear day. And apart from the views, the tower also houses shops, restaurants, and even, yeah, you guessed it, a small aquarium. So it's a pretty cool tourist destination. I believe it has served the purpose of holding a lot of antennas over the years. Scooter parking. Some kind of a Tokyo Tower studio. Some kind of a media studio there. Motorbike parking, bus parking. Everything rather well organized here. Taxis readily available right in front. I believe the front is around here to the left. All right, so what have we done? It's about 30 minutes, huh? Yeah, 34 minutes since we started recording. Back there at the nice Japanese garden by the station. So, what do you think? Nice walk? You can see traditional Japanese gardens come all the way up to the famous Tokyo Tower in about 35 minutes. Pretty leisurely pace. Got to see the Zojoji Temple as well. Yeah. And at this time of year, late April and up until Children's Day in early May, the carp streamers are on display. The koinobori. Pretty nice. We'll take one more view from the bottom corner here and we'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that walk. I'll be back with more. Nice to come and see Tokyo Tower this time of year. Hope to be back again soon. Yeah, right from the corner. There it is. All right, have a good day, everybody. See you in the next one.